We are following some news here as we learned yesterday that the U.S. military launched strikes in Syria, and now we're getting some new video in here showing that operation. Putting this up on your screen right now from U.S. Central Command. This was a post to social media saying U.S. forces struck 70+ ISIS targets in Syria, peace through strength. And you can see to the left side of your screen there is a still of that video. And I want to put that up on your screen here now. Once again, this was posted to social media just last night. The Trump administration launched military strikes yesterday in Syria to eliminate Islamic State group fighters and weapons sites in retaliation for an ambush attack that killed 2 U.S. troops and an American civilian interpreter almost a week ago. A U.S. official described it as a large-scale strike that hit 70 targets in areas across central Syria that had IS infrastructure and weapons. Another U.S. official who spoke on the condition of anonymity to the Associated Press to discuss the sensitive operation said more strikes should be expected. The new military operation in Syria comes even as the Trump administration has said it's looking to focus closer to home in the Western Hemisphere, targeting alleged drug smuggling boats in the Caribbean Sea and vowing to keep seizing sanctioned oil tankers as part of the pressure campaign on Venezuela's leader. The U.S. has shifted significant resources away from the Middle East to further those goals. Its most advanced aircraft carrier arrived in South American waters last month from the Mediterranean Sea. President Trump pledged, quote, very serious retaliation after the shooting in the Syrian desert, for which he blamed the Islamic State. Those killed were among hundreds of U.S. troops deployed in eastern Syria as part of a coalition fighting the militant group. I also wanted to share this post here on your screen with you from Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. He says U.S. forces commenced Operation Hawkeye Strike in Syria to eliminate ISIS fighters, infrastructure, and weapons sites in direct response to the attack on U.S. forces that occurred on December 13th in Syria. This is not the beginning of a war. It is a declaration of vengeance. The United States of America, under President Trump's leadership, will never hesitate and never relent to defend our people. As we said directly following the savage attack, if you target Americans anywhere in the world, you will spend the rest of your brief, anxious life knowing the United States will hunt you, find you, and ruthlessly kill you. Today, we hunted and we killed our enemies, lots of them, and we will continue. We also heard from President Trump last night in a speech in North Carolina, and he hailed the operation as a, quote, massive strike that took out the, quote, ISIS thugs in Syria who were trying to regroup. Syria's foreign ministry, in a statement on X following the launch of the U.S. strike, said that last week's attack underscores the urgent necessity of strengthening international cooperation to combat terrorism in all its forms, and that Syria is committed to fighting ISIS and ensuring that it has no safe havens on Syrian territory, that will continue to intensify military operations against it wherever it poses a threat. IS has not said it carried out the attack on the U.S. service members, but the group has claimed responsibility for 2 attacks on Syrian security forces since, one of which killed 4 Syrian soldiers. So once again, as we shared this news here with you last night on Live Now from Fox, we are now just getting in this video that was posted late last night on social media, as we're now getting a glimpse there at some of the footage of that operation. We'll continue to follow this here on Live Now from Fox. We also do have another post here from the White House that my producer just put up that I wanted to share, saying, all terrorists who are evil enough to attack Americans are hereby warned. You will be hit harder than you have ever been hit before if you, in any way, attack or threaten the USA. And that is a quote there from President Donald J. Trump, posted from the White House account.